Good morning, y'all. Today is Monday, June 6th. It is 9:08 a.m. I just got off the phone with my employer, Amazon, who essentially wrongfully terminated me while I was on a medical leave of absence. On February 2nd, I left work due to COVID-related issues. Around that time, DPH1 here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, every week there was multiple positive COVID results from the employees within that particular building. That location isn't one of those new fancy Amazon locations specifically made for the work that we do. It's a leased building. So on November 9th, when I started the job, I went outside maybe 4:30 in the morning to make a phone call, get some air. And it's so dark in the parking lot to the left when you exit. I didn't know that there was 3 stairs going towards the parking lot because everywhere else it's like level, or it's a ramp. There's 3 steps. There's no lights. The steps aren't highlighted. So needless to say, I fell. I broke my fall. Didn't hurt my wrist, thank God. But I suffered a contusion to the right knee, which flared up on me maybe a week later because I didn't take off right away because my objective was to be a productive employee and gain revenue. Anyway, Amazon never compensated me for the week, I'm going to say 10 days of work that I missed. I was told after 7 days you would be compensated. I wasn't compensated. I had a doctor's note, everything from Jefferson emergency room. That was 1. 2, I go out on COVID. The way this system works is if you put in Amazon A to Z that you suspect, you could be suffering from COVID or you're at risk for COVID, you automatically are defaulted to a 2-week leave of absence so you can address whatever COVID issues you have, whether it's with yourself personally, within your household, you're a member that you're providing care for, or whatever. So when I fell down the steps in my residence on the evening of Friday, February 4th, and proceeded to the emergency room on Saturday morning, February 5th, via Einstein Hospital in Philadelphia, I had my COVID check done. It came back negative, which it always does because I'm asymptomatic. I have all the symptoms. The test always says negative, but yet and still, I feel like I have a toddler on my chest. I am hyper dehydrated and I can't keep anything in me. So I go back into A to Z to update my leave of absence because now I'm on a medical leave. The way this system works is if you have a leave of absence and you can't place another one. So now you have to rely on humans to do their job because the computers are limited to their algorithm. Well, the humans that Amazon is employing in various locations, they answer your call no matter where you are. You can be in America and talk to somebody overseas. There's a major issue with communication. There's language barriers for one. Then you're dealing with people who I find are insolent. They can't read or comprehend beyond their call slip or the screen in front of them. This has caused me to continue to be out of work for over 4 months now. Now, 2 weeks ago, I was on the phone with 2 supervisors from DSL, which is Disability Leave Services, and the ERC, Employment Resource Center, both branches of Amazon. Typically, I have positive conversations with these individuals, but now I have grown tired of their ineffectiveness. So now I'm on the phone with 2 supervisors. And these 2 supervisors come to the conclusion, you should not have been terminated while on a leave of absence. But I see here where you went out, you broke your leg, and you went going back and forth with DSL with all of your paperwork, and you let us know you could come back to work and all of this, and then boom, Omar Mercado, the HR rep who has a disdain towards me because he is insecure about my professional capacity. Can you not hear it? And now you're terminated, and thank you, and that's that. And I'm like, wait, hold up. So it appears that I was terminated because I wasn't coming to work, and it was like, oh, you don't want to be full-time and all this other stuff. But that's because, again, someone at Amazon's DSL and ERC neglected to correct the ticket. So again, 2 weeks ago when I spoke to these two supervisors, a ticket was generated. I just got off the phone with a woman who claims that she couldn't get her supervisor on the phone. And it says here that we were on the phone for 59 minutes. Call details. 59 minutes. Can you see that? Because I know it's a lot of sun. We was on the phone for 59 minutes. All for this woman to tell me there's no supervisors available, because I asked to speak to her supervisor. That's what I always ask. I need to speak to the supervisor. She wants to generate another ticket. I said, no, we're not doing no more tickets, no more callbacks, because see, I left it in the hands of two supervisors from special teams and DSL 2 weeks ago. Excuse me, 2 weeks ago. They were supposed to call me back in 7 days. That was 2 weeks ago. So as you can see, I gave them an additional week because Memorial Day was Monday. So that kind of screws things up. But Amazon is 24/7. So what's the problem? The problem is nobody's monitoring the monitors of the monitor. This has caused my credit score to drop 75 points. I'm about to lose everything simply because I haven't been able to get back to work. And nobody's doing anything about it. So I'm currently on my way to my job location because I want to speak to Chris Humphreys, the head of DPH1 now, and Omar Mercado, which is unfortunately the human resources representative at DPH1, who, by the way, is terminating their lease at this building. Because when I tell y'all we got trolley tracks coming up out of the floor, it's so many hazards in that building that they had me working at DPH1. We're not even going to talk about the lack of ventilation. I want to talk about the train tracks or the trolley tracks that was coming up out of the floor, and these ramps that we were forced to pull 500-pound plus carts down. Oh, you got to be two people, so now somebody has to assist you. And let's talk about rotator cuff and right shoulder tendonitis, because their manner is to hold it at a 90 degree. And I'm on the safety team. I know body mechanics. I'm a nurse. I worked for the state of Delaware, a federal employee, all of that, ROTC, all that good stuff. This is going to eventually mess up anybody. They want you to pull these carts like this, 500 plus pounds. 9 bags. Each bag can weigh up to 50 pounds each. Or you might have a whole bunch of boxes. And this is what you got to do from 8:30 in the morning until 12 in the afternoon. Yeah. After you've been walking, diverting for 6 hours from 2:40 in the morning to 8:30 in the morning, minus 1 15-minute break and a half an hour lunch break. 12 miles a shift I was walking for Amazon. I actually had a supervisor, Chris Humphreys, walk up to me and say, a little birdie told me you don't miss anything. I said, when I'm diverting, I play Hungry Hungry Hippo. I want to get the packages the first time they come around, because I don't want the jackpot keep coming around, so forth for someone. That puts more work on my loaders and my jackpot, both of which I've performed. Oh, I'm like an octopus when it comes down to, loading. I mean, and the labels are up, right side up. So my inductor just got to scan it. You understand what I'm saying? And to the system, boom, snap the tag on it, and then keep it rolling. I'm too efficient and effective for these people to be subjecting me to such ignorance. So at this point, I'm calling a civil class action lawsuit against all Amazons across America, simply because they won't give us a union, because that will hinder their assets from constantly evolving into more locations, more buildings, more employees. But they can't keep up with the employees that they already have, because I was hired in October and then the system was messed up. I couldn't select my shift and all of this. So then I got an email, which I can prove. I got an email saying, oh, we still want you. We had a problem with our system, and applications like yours were lost, but we're still interested. And then that's when I, went back in and eventually started. But yeah, I don't know what federal regulations they are breaking or who they paid to allow them to be broken. Because see, this is how the oxy epidemic happened, right? The man paid the man, at the FDA who ended up working for them, making 4 times, 5 times as much money as he was when he was allegedly a model citizen. I'm tired of these people selling us out. And then the fact that Amazon identifies themselves as a black employment network. With this type of conduct, no, you're a black exploiting network. You exploit black people because you know it's going to be a revolving door. And this is why nobody has taken the time to address my particular situation. Today, the girl literally is late. I'm telling this girl that I'm getting ready to lose everything. I need my job back. I don't understand why these supervisors or nobody call me if I'm supposed to have a ticket manager allocated to this specific ticket. Why didn't nobody call me back in 7 to 10 business days? It's been 14 days in total. She started laughing. Triggered me. Whole tangent, so forth and so on. I spoke to the next woman. I said, her manner of conduct isn't conducive to Amazon's policies, and she needs to be terminated. So forth and so on. You know, I speak and I articulate accordingly. But yeah. So to all Amazon employees out there, if you have been treated wrong, there's wrongful termination and all this other foolishness going on, let's boycott. Okay? They gotta go. Because they're not addressing the situation. And I told them 2 weeks ago, I said, I don't get my job back, I'm going to YouTube and I'm going to let the public address y'all. See, the thing of the matter is a lot of people making money through Amazon. But y'all fella realize, y'all wouldn't be able to make the money y'all make if people like me weren't getting out our bed 12 o'clock in the morning to start sorting y'all packages at 1:30 in the morning so they can be on y'all porch at 8 o'clock in the morning. All that next day delivery, we make sure that happen, okay? We busting tail, okay? Rotating anywhere from 15 to 25,000 packages in 6 hours. Our shifts are 10, 11 hours, but for 6 hours, we divert those packages by hand. So when I tell you, I walk 12 miles a shift, walking back and forth between 10 numbers, each number has 16 boxes. I'm taking them from the belt, putting them on a buffing rack. Then whoever is on the other side is scanning. And then he got to walk between 5 hours to put those packages up. We are busting our tails so y'all can have this experience. And this is how y'all treat us? If we can't win, nobody wins. Shut it down, throw the whole bitch away.